welcome to the second part of building building tutorial Terraforming Land number 2. This is number 2. You could tell this is part 2 because I'm wearing a different shirt. Yeah. What a nice thought. Follow your dream. Good golly, I wish I had some. But, well, I don't. So, I'll do this instead. Okay, just a second. Right. Okay, so now in this second building terra building tutorial terraforming part 2, we are going to go over Roughen, Revert, and the last time we went over flatten, raise, and smooth. So we'll be going over lower, roughen, and revert. Now, in the in the class 1 building tutorial landforming, we made a hole and we made a hump with a even side. Now, I'm going to change the wind lights because people complain. Oh, can't see. No, people just complain all the time. All the time. So I'm going to go to my standard. There you go. And yeah, that's about as good as you're going to get for now because I'm not going to stress out over this. Sorry, one moment. Oh, wow. Got the nerves coming through my voice. One moment. Okay, so, right, so we just do what we did last time. Right click on land, edit terrain, and then, cam around to where you want to fix or edit or what have you. If you're one of those people that depend on the camera HUD with the arrows, please get rid of that. Please. Um, you can use Control Alt and just move your mouse around with the first left mouse button, click down, and you can ham around. Yeah, and you don't need. Anyway, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this hole. We're going to fill the hole. Now, easiest way to fill this hole would be to smooth and flatten it. Raise, flatten, smooth, and flatten, raise, smooth. Right? Do it twice. But we're not going to do that because I'm going to show you what revert does. Yeah? Okay. So just to be on the safe side, we're going to select the hole properly, like this. Yeah, it's selected. And now we're going to choose the revert radio button and we are going to hit apply. And see, that's what happens. You hit it again, and that's what happens. And you hit it again, and you keep hitting it, and there you go. Kind of made it. Well, yeah, you filled the hole, but you also made it bumpy, So, and when I'm using the word you, I mean me, because I'm just so used to talking to myself. I just call me you and you me, and it's just me here. So, but anyway, it's like, oh dear. And you might think, oh, will Roughen fix it? No, it won't. But I'll show you what will happen. Yeah, it goes down. You're like, okay, well, that might get better. Maybe. You just keep hitting apply and I'll show you what happens. Maybe. Maybe that might happen. Well, oh, it's going down, but But what's happening? Look, the bumpy. Oh no. Well, what if I try and revert? Revert it back how it was. Oh yeah, but look, you got the bumps. Oh, you got the bumps. Well, what if I hit it again? Look, you got a big old crack here and over here, and it's all lopsided. It's all funky. Hmm. Now, the same thing would happen in this case if you were to do the free finger. I will show you. But it's because see with the roughen, as we talked about in the first class video, we talked about the tablecloth theory. Now, when you roughen, the tablecloth theory really comes into effect. I mean, it really makes a huge difference on the area that is outside of what you're um, editing. If there's a box or no box, we'll do it with the box, and you'll see for sure. So, all right, there's the box, our yellow box, and we want to hit roughen, and we're going to do free finger, and we're going to stay inside the box, right? So just look at the bulldozer and it. See how it affects over here, and it makes like the edges a lot more mm, sharp. And who wants that in their terraform? I mean, look. Eh. So we'll go to revert. And revert can be savable, but you have to be very, very careful with revert. And I would suggest only using revert in your selected area yellow box, because if you don't have a selected area within the yellow box, and if you just hit revert and apply, it will revert everything, the whole parcel. The whole parcel. Yes, it will. And that'll make you cry. Yeah. So I don't recommend using the revert without the selection box. Now, oh dear, that's a mess. Oh dear. Now, this is where people usually freak out, get upset, jump into a group, like Builders Brewery or another building group, and scream, "Help me! I ruined my land! Help me!" Well, it's all right. Don't be afraid, because we're going to fix it. And what we're going to do is we're going to get it like this, how it was before, basically. So I want to select the whole area. Okay, I want to make sure I get all of that. Yep. And we want to raise it. We want to flatten it. And I know that it's affected our little hump over here, but I was wanting to deal with that anyway. Now, if I had the selection box on this side, then it wouldn't bring down the whole hump like it's doing, but well, there you go. Okay, so, all right, just going to flatten it out there. All right, ta-da! Now, okay, you in the back, answer me this. Why am I in the air? Why did that just happen? Why did I just fall like that? What was that? Yes, that's right. Because I didn't hit the rebake button that I showed you. in the class 1 video, but I have. And so now, I don't have that problem anymore. No. Nope. Okay, so I showed you what Revert and Roughen do. Use with caution on these two, especially the Revert. I highly recommend, again, to only use Revert when you have an area of whatever you want to edit in that yellow box. Okay, now we are going to, what else can I show you? Okay, let's make a curve. You know, like, um, well, a curb or a curve or a bend or let's see. I could like I could show you how to do this. Yep. Right. It's so weird. It's like when I do my personal streams, uh, as part of my outlet, I don't have like a throat nervous issue, but when I'm like doing a tutorial, I do. So I do a lot of throat clearing because yeah. But this is all part of my therapy. Trying to learn to speak better. Ugh. Let's see. Okay, so we are going to do this free finger, and we're going to start with lower first. Now, I just want to make a little bend, just just a little bend, like a little pathway bend. So we're just going to use the free finger, left mouse button, and we're just going to pretend like we're drawing an S on the grass. Just draw that S on the grass. Just draw that S on the grass. Yep. Okay, now you can see like a little dip there, and that's fine. We can work with that, not a problem. So we're going to go to raise, and along the side here, just going to hit the buttons a few times, the left mouse button, one, like once at a time. You can see that raised over there, and we're going to do the same over here. See where I have the tip of my bulldozer, and I'm just hitting the button once. Hit it once, and then I move, and then I hit it once, and then I move. So you can see those are raised there. Now, we're going to talk about size and strength for the bulldozer. The size, well, that's obvious. It increases the number of directional arrows. So when you go to edit, then that is the size of the area. So let's say you wanted to select land. Well, that's the same, but if you wanted to do something, you see, so that means that whatever you plan to do in the yellow box, because the bulldozer size is bigger, then whatever you do in the box will also happen outside of the box. As you can see, the outline or the boundary of, or the perimeter of the directional arrows. Okay, and I always keep mine around here. So I have like about that many directional arrows. Now strength. Ooh, that's a fun one. All right, so I'll show you what strength does. I have mine set to here, and that's minimal. Mm, like pressure. Strength would be the equivalent of pressure. So we're just going to go midway, and we're going to go with a lower. Now see, the strength, it happens quicker with fewer pushes of the left of the left mouse button. So in this case, it digs it quicker. And you could say deeper, but I actually think that it's the same amount of depth. It's just more mouse clicks in one go. So we'll go back to where it was, which was about here. And this is one click. See, it barely moves. If we go back to the mid range again, I'm going to do one click again. See, it move down further. So that's what strength does. I just recommend having them size set here to about that many directional arrows, depending on what kind of job. If you're doing a smaller job, then obviously you want to move your size lower. With strength, if you have like a humongous area to apply one direction to, then yeah, sure, go ahead and use strength. But for smaller parcels, yeah, you can just be careful and have it about here. Yep. So right. So that is what size and strength do. Now, look, I messed myself up, but that's okay. Showing you all are worth it. Yeah. So I am going to use Control Z, and let's see what happens. Wait, wait, hold on. Wait, sorry. Duh. Okay, so with the Control Z, yeah, it worked in the last video. It's not working in this video. Just like with everything in SL, sometimes the shortcuts for me in all these years, I've found that sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But Control Z will normally undo the last thing you've done in Terraform or in build mode. Build mode, rather. Pardon me, I need to clear my throat again. Okay, right. Sorry about that. So, this video has been about 18 minutes. I need to hurry up and stop this at around 20 because, people. So, we're just going to select this little hole here and we're going to raise it. And then we are going to just make a straight block there and we're going to flatten it. Now we're going to smooth it. I think I messed up my strength where I had it. I'm going to flatten it again. Okay, so now I can, all right, I'm going to do a free finger and want to, yeah, I don't want to select, I want to go to free finger. So we're going to smooth. Yeah, just ignore that yellow box. There you go. Now you can ignore it. Now we're going to lower, and we're just going to do one finger click at a time. Because when you lower, if you want to make like trenches or um, trenches or things like that, it's better to use one click at a time. And you want to make it even on both sides. You don't want to dip in the middle. So, I mean, I usually just kind of rub it. Just have my finger down on the left mouse button and just rub it down like I would with like one of my paintings. So as you can see, we've got like a little start of like a little S there, and we want to build on that. So what we want to do is we want to lower the sides here. So we're going to smooth here using the tip of the bulldozer, and we just want to go around like that. Got a little hump coming up here, but that's okay. We'll deal with it in a minute. We don't want to get rid of the sides totally because we still want some slopes. And we're going to do the raise a little bit. We're going to do the raise where I'm standing here and then around, just like the bottom of a smiley face, semicircle. That's what that's called. And we want to do it here and here, then here. So if you can see it, yeah, well, okay, that's annoying. So you can see that we started our little S here, and there's a little hump, but don't worry about that. So now we just want to go to flatten, and on areas like this, if you want to, you can lower the size of your bulldozer. Some people do find that helpful. Me, it really doesn't bother me. I mean, yes, it is helpful, but I normally stick to one size. So, and then we just want to flatten along the S that we had here. It's not an S, it's more of a, what is that? An, a round arrow, I guess? I don't know. But so now you see this bank, we just want to mm, make that stand out more. So we're going to use the raise button here. We want to raise the top. Just want to raise the top. Yep. And we're going to do it over here too. Just raise the top here. Now we want to flatten. Just right here at the edge of the top. You see where it's flattening there? Have like a little, ooh, like a bank. And that's what we want to do. So, and you just want to make it even. You see this little sharp indentation right here? The goal is to flatten that out so it'll spread out. Now remember the tablecloth theory. You want to spread it out. So when you spread this out, it'll raise and it'll expand down here and over here a little bit. But that's okay. You don't want to flatten too much though. And see how this slope over here is sagging a bit? I want to pull that up or push that out a bit more. So we're going to raise it down here at the bottom and in the middle. And then we're just going to flatten here at the top. And then we're just going to smooth over here in the center. Now, you see this middle here? Here? Yeah. That's going to be the main part of our, I'm just going to stick with S. It's not an S, but whatever. You got eyeballs, you can see. So see how the S has been manipulated to like move more into like a corner shape? So this area here is really important. So we really want to make that stand out. So we're going to raise that here. And we're just doing it in the middle here. And then we want to lower the bottom here, here, here. And here, 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 here. Yep. Oh, sorry. And then we're going to select land, and we're going to select not that area, not that. Oh goodness gracious me. And okay, so hold on. I want. Yeah, sometimes it is tricky, because the smallest you could get in the yellow box selection is 16 meters. So you want to do your best here. Okay. Now we're going to raise this up just 2 clicks, and then we're going to flatten just 2 clicks, and then we're going to smooth 1 click, and then we're going to raise again. That's 5 clicks, and then we want to flatten. Then here we're going to deal with this. So we are going to free finger the flatten first, get our shape going here. I'm just going from side to side, and then we're going to lower side to side, just follow how we flattened it, and flatten that little pink here. Then lower it, lower, 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 and rebake so I can walk. So you have a good height. You can overlook, and you can, you can put some. This is a good slope for some stairs, or some steps rather, and then you can walk. So once you get your shape down like this, you see how it like curves like that. So once you get your shape down, then you'll you'll feel more comfortable in making it lower, or the edges here higher. You can just have fun with it once you get to that comfortable spot of actually seeing what your terraforming has produced. So, right. Well, I hope that was helpful. I hope you learned something. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in another video. Let's hope for a tutorial one, because other people don't like my personal videos. But that's okay, because it helps me. Yeah, better than calling one of those crisis lines. Alrighty then. Bye.